microphone wasn't on. Smart guy. Um, Let me do some sound tests actually. Manage audio devices. Recording, microphone. Let's try this and then try that. How did the white noise change? Did it go really high? Is my microphone too high? What's the does it sound okay? Which is this? This is 25. Oh shit. I forgot to fix those. Still white noise. It's okay. Let's try one more change. Let's see if there is a significant difference. Let's lower the boost. And how? What's the white noise level now? Is it more white noise? Probably, right? Because it looks like yeah, it's higher white noise, right? Let's try one more. Let's lower that, boost that. And now should be less white noise, right? And how's the black noise? Yeah. All right. As I was saying, all right, cool, cool. Good morning, everyone. Eternal, Oms, Chilstrand, Dearbard, Zealin, Atski, Eternal Lady. I already said that. Zealin already said that. Vont. Good morning. Captain Bows. Am I low? All right. Let's try one last little tweak. How's that? Probably should. I'm a little bit higher, right? Captain Bows. All right. So, left one was the one a majority of people voted for. Out of these three, I really like the orc thumbnail from yesterday, so I spent some time on it yesterday and kind of just played with the composition a bit. I spent a little bit on it last night. So today I will try to spend some more time on this one, so you guys see a little bit about, I guess, my process of taking it from thumbnail to a little bit more than thumbnailing. So my plans for today is to kind of push whatever is established here further. Captain Boss, yeah. Yeah. Screw free will, right? Let's start the timer. Hey Mila Pesic, all hail Queen Mila. She's arrived. Hey, wood breakfast. All right. So, we got the timer going. Let's start playing around with this one. So I'm gonna have two windows. So one I'll spend sometimes zoomed out on, so I see like the big picture, and the other window I'll zoom in a little bit more for details. So I'll be switching between the two windows, so you'll see me kind of switching poses, I guess. Zeolin, yeah. Um, I switched from window to display when it comes to recording. So now it's fixed. Now everything is like not everything, but at least the screen capture is back to how it was with the old OBS. Mila, um, what we did was there is a you're probably aware, but there's a 2 week challenge call which is a elimination style art competition now on my Discord, and the topic for round one is arrival of the one. So um, people suggested that I should do my version of arrival of the one. Um, I'm a judge, but what you know, I thought it'll help you guys who's in the competition, but also viewing to see like how I would deal with the topic. So yesterday I started thumbnailing those three. I'll open them. These three thumbnails, all on the idea of arrival of the one. So on the left one, arrival of the one is like a hero painting of of a fantasy setting of a like a hero elf hero or something coming in and fighting a bunch of orcs. The middle one, arrival of the one, I was playing around with the idea of a mother either receiving or giving a baby to this massive spider um, robot mecha thing, and on the far right one, it like arrival of the one was the idea that there's this alien priest reaching enlightenment. So arrival of the one in the sense of he becomes the one. Um, and I thought I'd let you guys vote on which one I should do, and majority of everyone voted on the Spider Mech number 2. Thanks, Mila. Yeah, I like the third thumb too. I think I'll. Oh, you can't really see it because of the text. I'll open it. I like the idea too. It's a it's a fun thumbnail. Derbard, you voted for anything but the spider. Yeah. So what I'll be doing is working on this painting um, to kind of like shadow you guys who's in the competition, so that you can see how I would do it. Because I was getting a lot of questions about process and narrative and how to deal with it, and what steps and so on. So I thought, people seems to be confused with what to do. So why not help out and kind of show how one could do it, not necessarily how everyone should do it, but at least they'll have some sort of input into their state of confusion. And I'm assuming you hear the noises. I'm gonna try to switch those off for a second. Notifications. Sounds off. Okay. Now at least you should hear less bleeps. Hey Q. Tasty Brush. Hey, good morning, Tasty Brush Art. Nice of you to join. And Bruno Romanos. How's it going? Right, so what I'm kind of focusing on now is trying to find um, and try to remember or remind myself of don't go too tight with all the edges. Try to at the same time as I'm defining edges, uh, play with lost and found edges, so that I'll already at this point start to dictate the rhythm of the painting. Oh dear Bart, you're arachnophobic? Arachnophobic? We could move it away from being a spider to some sort of have a dangling body. What I think I'll do is hey, hello guy, is Google stuff like this. I don't want to show Google search because you know you might have something that will make you being banned on Twitch. So I'll safely Google off screen. Uh, but what I wanted to say was I'm gonna try. Oh, there's my trusty old machinery. I use this on many characters. It's so funny. Hey, Wanamir. Rags. Good morning. How's it going? Right. So what I wanted to say was I'm gonna like I wanted to use some photos elements just to kind of have fun with the machinery. So I'll be just kind of shape searching a little bit. Nothing too advanced because I don't want to dominate the painting. But just you know like a little bit of stuff here and there to kind of let the imagination take over and start filling in blanks with information. Because you know I could sit here forever and design everything on my own, no problems at all. But if you have stuff like this, it's so much handier to use a photo as support, especially when you're doing something that is free form and not really defined. You can let's see, soft light 127. Well, you can just easily help your mind get to a solution faster. Uh, and that's the beauty of using photos, not as a crutch, but using photos intelligently as a aid to your driving force, which is imagination and seeing shapes, because our brains are so in tune to shape and pattern recognition, that so that when we do stuff like this, we instantly fill in the gaps, and we instantly see what we want to see based on. I need to switch off. Hey, Stig, yes, thanks for the follow, man. So we instantly see, um, based on our experience, education, uh, life, so on, we instantly see these patterns and symbols. We all see different things usually, and a lot of things we see that kind of branches between people. Like we all understand the symbol for men and female toilet. You know, that is clear, a clear symbol that we all get. You know, because it's a socially um, like agreed on symbol. But in the basis of it is that our brains are geared towards that kind of thinking. So like I said, what I'm trying to do now is not to have the photos take over. It's really important to remember that when using photos is not to have them being like the dominant force. You have to go back and see where is it okay to use the photos, or the details that's being helped with being created versus the purpose of your painting. Yeah, just keep it clean. Cockroaches, though, are notoriously uh, hard to get rid of. You gotta fumigate. Gotta kill everything. Kill their ability to reproduce. They lay eggs everywhere. Well, thank you very much, both, by the way, for the kind comment about the painting. Wannabe, yeah. That's a good solution, right? No, but I mean, certain countries have a higher rate of insects like that, and like Nordic countries, they don't tend not to have those naturally, um, unless they're introduced. I remember as a kid, people coming. I grew up in an area with lots of immigrants. Um, I mean, me and my mother and father were also immigrants from Finland. But anyway, so there was a lot of people going to warmer countries, and sometimes, like now and then, there were issues with them coming back with suitcases with cockroaches, eggs in them, and they're hatching, and you know, causing fun time, fun times for the neighbors. Puns, schmaze, yeah, yeah. Show them who's the boss. Mila, yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit for me. It's a bit nasty. Uh, the animal, the insect cockroach. It's always associated with kind of like bad hygiene, right? You get cockroaches in your home, which means you haven't washed in a while. But I think that's not true. I mean, there's definitely truth to it, but it's also based on the country and so on, and unlucky with bad neighbors. I wanna be, yeah. That is some proper Chuck Norris stuff. Okay, so the idea I'm trying now, gonna try to go back to enhancing is the idea of it like being a mouth. I think it's starting to be a little bit lost, so I want to make sure that I reinforce that feeling now with all these random details I added. They need to come across as intended. And I see that I'm losing some masses, which I started defining in the thumbnail, which is getting overrun by these photo elements. So I gotta make sure that I'm not losing the suggested shapes from the original thumbnail, uh, so that I only enhance the feeling. So it's important like you toggle on and off to see like have I done the right move here or not. I feel like it's too much high contrast details up here. It needs to be a lot more lost edges here. We want the focus to come down again to the baby. Just a little bit. Have a good day, children. Thanks for coming. And I must say, on back to the topic of 2 week challenge, I'm super psyched to see all your thumbnails. It's so cool to see one after the other, like dropping in and showing what their plans are. And some want to be secret ninja or sneaky ninja, and only show like cryptic thumbnails. I think that's cool too. Which it will mean that when we see the final, it will be a complete surprise. Which it's very exciting as well. But I also love the fact that you are all sharing and helping each other, which is a wonderful thing to see. But I must say, overall, it's just exciting to see um, your vision of the topic. And so far, I'd say majority of you have all uh, done it in their own way, which is cool, which is super exciting. I think that fact is a cool fact, that we can see each person in there. Yeah, I'm not enjoying what this ended up looking like here. I need to. I think I need to uh, even the value out, and then bring in some more details from the photo. So I want to have what looks like joints and intricate mechanical arms from this photo. So let's see, joints and intricate mechanical arms parts. This section would probably be a good cheat. Okay, and the setting was soft light and on fill 27. Oh, the setting is wrong. I need to boost the contrast a little bit more, like that probably. So, just no less. Okay, let's erase him a little bit. No, I placed it wrong. Like that. Come on. I will later go over with a brush on a specific layer setting to capture some highlights and refine some edges of all these mechanical parts. But what I'm looking for now is just kind of defining the um, rhythm of things. Let me switch off email noise as well while I'm at it. Settings. Hmm. Where would you do that? Message? No. Tools? No. File? Hmm. Options? Sorry guys, I really hate the noises. Play a sound, there we go. God damn it. You were ninja mode. What do you mean by everyone did it the wrong way? I mean in their own way, not wrong way. You know, their own interpretation of it, not wrong way. So, not at all wrong way. Their own. My apologies of pronouncing words like a crow. Sorry, I meant their own. No one has done anything wrong because it's their own way. Hey Jacob Mobley, you made it. Congratulations, last 5 minutes. Captain Jetlag, yeah. Quoted for truth, right? Screw you all, you're not doing it my way, so you're wrong. You're doing it the wrong way. I am showing you the right way. No. The correct way. No. You have done it in your own way. there you are. Delete that. Delete that. Hmm. Interesting. So always when you do stuff, when I do stuff like this, it's always a period of because it's so much addition of random. It's I always find it important to really evaluate um, this randomness you've added. Is it uh, is it valid? Does it need to be there? So I always have to go back and question the reasoning behind keeping it or adding more to it. And it's always a little bit of tinkering, and trying to find the correct rhythm of things. Hey, thank you, Stickers, and welcome. I can show you the initial sketch thumbnail. Yeah, it's down here. And this little one. That's the original. I did those 3 thumbnails yesterday on the stream, and today I'm taking this one a little bit further. Neil Suna, yeah, almost quite matrixy. So 2 minutes left. So we can see here the original thumbnail here, and here's the what I'm working on above. So we can actually, it's a good point that you asked that, Stygius, because now I can just, instead of switching it off, I can just glance at the original thumbnail and see like the major value groups that I enjoyed in the thumbnail that I don't want to lose the rhythm of as I'm detailing. And like the direction of the light and so on. I wanna definitely want to make sure that the light is centered around the mother, so that she's getting subtle directional cues from the light, so that we keep our eyes on her. And that the details don't. I mean, we do want lots of details in this painting, obviously, but we also want to keep an observant eye on controlling the madness. And so far, I have yet to add all the intricate details. Mostly, what's happening now is just like trying to find a good rhythm of everything. So I want to make sure that there's some good negative spaces, which I'm adding now, just so we get a nice rhythm in the painting, and make sure that there's lost and found edges, contrast points. Makes sense. So I said at the beginning of the stream I was hoping to have time to make it a detailed thumbnail. I'd say I would have liked 10 more minutes to have had time to spend more on like FX a little bit more. You know, like mood, smoke, slightly more details in regards to um, placement in the world. But as the time is up, I'm not gonna have the time to do that. So I will do that tomorrow. And like before I start adding colors and so on, just spend some more time on establishing mood and direction and light and things like that, so that when we do push it further, it's going to be significantly less guesswork. But I'd say the changes I've done compared to bottom thumbnail and upper thumbnail is definitely in the right direction. I think, like I said, there's a little bit more mood missing, a little bit of pushing and pulling shapes in and out of perspective. Uh, Detailing, I'd say, is in the right direction of fidelity when it comes to detailed thumbnail or sketch. But it's still, I'd say, it's still lots of work left to be done before I will go into colors and details. Um, I can still work zoomed out, let's say maybe half an hour more or an hour more without any need to zoom in, because there's so much more establishing that needs to be done before I'm happy with moving forward. But we're definitely on our way. I'm enjoying this painting. Stig, yes, if you go to the YouTube archive, which is linked underneath, or 30minutewarmup.com, you can just go to yesterday's stream, number 24, season 3, number 24, and I walk through each thumbnail what I had in mind. Even though they're superficial thoughts to begin with, I kind of just roll with it. So you can just go back and have a listen. Um, Thank you very much, Jacob Mobley. All right. Um, Time's up. Have a fantastic day. Good night. If you're in that part of the world, tomorrow morning we will do more on this. We will still be working zoomed out, but I will start kind of pushing more towards the state where we can go into final. Uh, I would have, if this would be for a client, and the difference between lower thumbnail and upper thumbnail, I would spend a little bit more time on the upper one before sending off, just so that there is big enough difference and that they can make a bigger educated decision. Because there's certain parts on the lower one which I haven't touched up there, like the podium, the woman, a little bit of mood, uh, but it's almost at a point where you could send it off to a client and they would go, "Oh yeah, finish it or add this or add that. Think about this." Like. Anyways, have a great one. Bye.
struggle with this 3D print collectible figured thing.